What's up, kickboxers? Gonna talk about closing the distance. We know a lot of basic things, basic strikes, and sometimes you want to see the fancy stuff. Bring on the fancy stuff. Well, the basics are what's gonna get you to the fancy stuff. When you have sound techniques with basics, footwork, basic punches, the fancy stuff is gonna be there. It's just you're going to progress into it. You're naturally going to step into a lot of the bigger combinations and slips and things like that. But if your footwork and your judgment of distance isn't there, you can suffer even though you know 10 million combinations. So we spend a lot of time on basics rather than jumping into the fancy and the flashy things. All right, so we'll talk about closing distance, okay? Footwork comes into footwork. What comes off of footwork? Well, a good stance. Having a good stance. We're not boxing, so we're not turning our knees away from our opponents. Say my opponent's over here, so I'm not turning my knees in any, the same directions. I want to have a good stance where I'm here and I take a whole step back and a half a step over. All right, so my hips are opened up and I have a nice stance, and I'm not turning over, susceptible to leg kicks or different types of attacks. But when I want to move forward and close distance with my jab, you realize my back foot is turned away. So when I start to jab, or if I want to shoot into a takedown and I switch my levels here, my toe is always pointed away. That's not the primary position that I want my foot. When I want to push through for my jab, I want to turn this hip over, and I want to be able to bring my heel off the mat, and I want to be able to push through. Now that happens quick. You don't recognize it until you slow it down or you do it, but I am pushing off the back foot to get into the jab. I can do this kind of at a short range, but at a short range, there's no need to push off of my back foot. So short range, I'm here, but if I'm closing the distance from the outside, I'm gonna push off with my back foot to get that extra length and cover that distance. So it's making that turn and getting the heel off the mat. Don't make the turn, then raise the heel. Do it all at once. It's here, right when I start my jab. Okay, so that's one way we can close distance. All right, another way we can close distance is not going with a direct attack. Okay, I'm still gonna jab, but I'm gonna take my back foot and I'm gonna step off to the side. When I jab, I step out over here. Now I can start to turn the hip, raise the heel, and close the distance with my cross. So I've set it up with the jab to disguise the step and come back with my cross, and I'm still pushing off the back foot. Okay. Third way, similar to the second, but the angles are different. This was my option 2, as I'm coming more to a 90-degree angle as I punch over here. This one I'm actually stepping forward as if I'm running past my opponent, and you get a better reference for this when I get a partner with me, and I can either shovel hook or I can jab, and it's more of a step that's to here, like I'm running past my opponent, and I'll turn the hip over into the next strike, or we can lead with the kick or go into your takedown. All right, so there's 3 ways. Review again, and it's just turning the hip and getting that push off. Second way is to step out with the jab, and I turn it over with the cross. Third way is I'm almost running past my opponent, or I'm struggle hooking, and I'm coming back the angle with my cross. Okay, let me grab my partner.